Now, this is one of those situations to where I literally can't think of any negatives towards this film. Like, this is one of those movies that I can't think of any negatives, just positives. Now, of course, in this video, I'm reviewing Abigail. I just got done watching it. I really enjoyed this movie, and I like vampire movies. I'm a huge fan of vampire movies. So this movie is it reminds me of that movie from Dusk Till Dawn. It reminds me of that movie kind of, and this movie is just amazing. Like it's one of my favorite vampire movies now. It really is. There's some twists and turns that I didn't see coming, and yeah, if you're a fan of vampire movies, check it out. If you're a fan of movies like The Lost Boys or Fright Night or From Dusk Till Dawn, check this film out. This movie, the acting's great. There's some good, kills in this film. And so yeah, and there's some comedic moments, some comedic relief in this film. So yeah, this film is great. Now, of course, the premise is these characters are trying to, get money, and then they end up like holding this little girl in hostage, and come to find out, of course, she's a vampire. And so yeah, it's a very simple premise. It's one of the movies that's not too complicated. It's simple, straightforward, great vampire film. To me, like, I haven't watched a great horror film in a while. Like a new horror film that's actually really good in a while. And this film, it has a lot of crowd-pleasing moments. I want to give a round of applause for the acting, for everything about this movie, the directing style. All of this is great. And I believe the two directors that directed Scream 5 and 6 directed this film. So that's awesome, and they're talented directors. So yeah, I really enjoyed this film quite a bit. I really enjoyed this film. This film gets another round of applause for me. This film is just amazing. This film just set everything I was hoping for. And also, not only did we not get a good horror film in a while, but we also haven't had a great vampire film in a while, because we had all these soft-hearted vampire movies. And to me, it seems like horror vampire movies are back in style, and this film is just amazing. This film, if I had to rate this movie, I would give it a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. I freaking love this movie. I can't think of any negatives whatsoever. All positives is what I could say about this film. It's just amazing. Freaking amazing. Like, there's no cheesy. Like, this film is not cheesy. There's some comedic moments. I mean, this film isn't that comedic, but there's like 2 or 3 moments that made me chuckle a little bit. But yeah, this film is just incredible. It's just incredible. It really is. I'm gonna rewatch this over and over and over again, and I probably will never get tired of this film. I probably will never get tired of this film. I'm trying to think of a negative to say about this film. Trying to think of a negative. Because a lot of times I always want to talk about the positives and the negatives. I'm trying to think about a negative, but I can't. Because normally I would give a movie a 10 out of 10 if it's a damn near or perfect film. If it's a damn near perfect film or a perfect film, I normally give it a 10 out of 10. I can't think of any negatives to say about this film. That's why in this video is just all positives, because I'm trying to think of, like, is there a negative in this film? Like, there's not a negative. I can't think of any negatives. If y'all love vampire movies, check this film out. It's freaking fantastic. I love this movie from start to finish. I was never bored. There's some moments where I'm like, at the end, especially the end. I'm not going to spoil it because some of y'all that have not watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's on, of course, it's on DVD now, and this was my first time watching it. And I kind of regret not watching this in the theater, because this movie would have been great to watch in the theater. So this film gets another round of applause for me. This film is just freaking fantastic. Yeah, like, I can't believe we actually have a great vampire movie right now, like, because you know, a lot of these modern vampire movies aren't great, because they're all soft-hearted or romance vampire movies. Now we finally got another great. Now we finally got like a horror vampire movie, because normally the ones in the 80s and 90s vampire movies are the most horror. So it's cool to see that come back. So yeah, this movie is a 10 out of 10 for me. I freaking love this movie from start to finish. And some of the characters are pretty funny in this film. So yeah, this film is freaking fantastic. So yeah, if y'all watch this movie, let me know in the comments below, what did y'all think of this movie? Did you like this movie? Did you not like it so much? I like to hear your thoughts down below. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Also hit the bell so you know when the video is uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I guess I'm out. Peace.